Cool. Right. It's been too long. YouTube, I should apologize. There was supposed to be a Pokemon upload, but it didn't work out, let's say. So I'll be rescheduling that for next week. I will be... where I... Osun. I will be restarting the playthrough, having fixed the technical difficulties. And we'll be taking it from there. Okay, I'm in the Hourglass Nebula. Here we are. Apparently there's nothing in Ocean, so that's cool. I guess I'll just tick the boxes and then we'll move on. I should probably make sure everything's working on Twitch. Everything seems to be working on Twitch, so we're all good. Where's the Normandy? Right, we'll be ignoring that. Erenly is a garden world in its last stages of habitability. While its soil still supports agriculture, its animal biodiversity has fallen to record lows, and the most successful remaining life is toxic blue-green algae and insect-like pest species. A large Solarian colony is trying to restore biodiversity to the planet, but setbacks are a fact of life. Mineral and fuel mining remains lucrative, however, and Erenly has a thriving spaceport that refuels many ships passing into the terminus systems. Orbital distance 0.95 AU, orbital period 0.9 Earth years, radius 6,711 kilometers, day length 32.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.1 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 32 Celsius, surface gravity 1.1 G. And we've got no anomalies, so we're leaving. Oran Mila, a medium-sized gas giant. Oran Mila is close enough to its parent star to suffer massive changes in temperature during its day and night periods. This leads to powerful convection currents and storms throughout its hydrogen-helium atmosphere. Gathering helium-3 to refuel is possible for the hardiest of exploration craft, but lesser ships are nearly always lost in the attempt. Oran Mila is within the frost line of its solar system, where icy-cored gas giants do not usually form. For this reason, it is believed to be an extrasolar planet captured by its star's gravity. Orbital distance 0.5 AU, orbital period 0.3 Earth years, radius 34,653 kilometers, day length 13.7 Earth hours. It's going to give me a good peek off the bat. I'll grab that and then peace out.
Launching probe.
Next planet. Also, fair warning for those of you watching on YouTube, or I guess Twitch Moonbeam after the fact. It's hella hot right now in the UK. I don't know how long this stream is going to go. I'm going to go for as long as I can, but I am just exhausted because of the heat. So if I feel like I'm getting irritable or the stream quality is notably suffering, I would just end the stream. But I finished my drafts for the week, and I just wanted to play some video games, and it was this or Pokemon, because Pokemon's my comfort game when I'm worn down. But this is the main game for the upload schedule, so this is what we're getting. Aganju is an extremely large rock planet with a thin atmosphere of hydrogen and carbon monoxide. Abundant in both copper and platinum, the crust has been scanned by mining bots from Erenly, but the specialized equipment to work in Aganju's heavy gravity, more than 5 Gs, has created prohibitive costs, and so Aganju is largely unexploited. Orbital distance 3.2 AU, orbital period 5.7 Earth years, radius 10,008 kilometers, day length 23.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.02 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 93 Celsius, surface gravity 5.3 Gs. Also of note, I have a cracked lip from the heat, which is making it painful to open my mouth properly to enunciate clearly. I apologize for any slurring that may occur because of this. Same thing. If it's going to give me a peak this big, I'm going to take it.
Probe launched.
Olokun Sky Harvest is a standard gas giant composed of hydrogen and helium. The spacefarers from Arinli gather helium-3 from here rather than Oronmila, as its atmosphere is much more predictable. Orbital distance 6 AU, orbital period 14.7 Earth years, radius 64,718 kilometers, day length 11.9 Earth hours. I'm doing the planet scanning, by the way. If there's a white line, it means there's something on the planet. Where is the... Oh, it's the orbit of the mass relay, so I assume this is the... Yeah, cool. Ploitari has the funnier name, so let's go to Ploitari. Okay, planet scanning guide. Steam. Planet scanning guide. Where do I want to go? Vegans, Sinalus, and Igala are all rich in resources. Well, there's only 4 planets here, so that helps. Sorry, Thegan. Thegan rounds out the trio of planets only scouted by space probe in this backwater solar system. A frozen ball with significant amounts of tin in its crust, Thegan has a fractional atmosphere with trace amounts of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide. Strange radiation emissions have been charted coming off of Thegan, but it is unknown if these are from radioactive elements or merely a star's radiation reflected by a high albedo surface. Orbital distance 4.1 AU, orbital period 8.3 Earth years, radius 3,581 kilometers, day length 28.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.05 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 116 Celsius, surface gravity 0.56 G. Can I get any bigger? Like that. Oh, also, for those of you watching on YouTube, I noticed that the stats for the last video have a dislike, which is fine. You know, no one has to like every content I put out. My ego is strong enough to take that. But just tell me what you don't like.
Launching probe.
Like, if it's me, I can't do anything about that. If it's the game, why are you watching the video in the first place? The whole YouTube like, I think I've probably talked about this before, but the YouTube like dislike feature just makes no sense in the vast majority of cases. For my use case anyway. Like, sometimes, yeah, it's great for knowing if my community is enjoying a certain kind of video content or game, but for the most part, no. Why? Use the comments, please. Oh, hey, so that's a lot of ESO. I'll take it.
Probe.
Like, I get that the last video was a lot of planet scanning, and hey, that will proceed for the foreseeable until resources improve. But if it was something I was talking about, you know, let me know. Just don't click dislike and then peace out. It doesn't help anyone get better.
Probe away.
Just arrived while I'm letting you know. Bridget, why you're here? No, it's just I got some dislikes on the last video, on the last Mass Effect upload, which was mostly planet scanning, admittedly, but no clarifying comment. So I'm like, did you not like me? Did you not like the content? Do you not like YouTube in general? This doesn't help me as a small creator. I mean, obviously I can turn them off, but it's nice knowing when I'm on doing something good that people do like. You know, I try to be approachable. Oh, hey. Literally, there's a don't recommend to be function if it's not their vibe. That would require people to know about it. And again, like, I get that planet scanning is not to everyone's tastes, but... And if that is genuinely the reason why they disliked the video, fine, whatever, just don't engage with it. It's a regrettable, I mean, unfortunately, a key part of the game.
Probe launched.
I try to make it as entertaining as I can, but I don't have the time to do it off stream, so I'm not going to do it off stream. Also, can you imagine the in-game money I'd waste doing that? Because I'd have to do all the planet scanning, buy all the fuel and probes, and then buy all the fuel again to get back to the planets of interest.
Probe away.
I mean, obviously the game came out before the rise of live streaming video game content,
Probe
but still.
away.
Igella, only known from scan data picked up by space probes, Igella is currently classified as a dwarf planet. A warm, barren rock, its thin atmosphere is composed of carbon dioxide and oxygen. Significant alumina deposits in its crust make its density and gravity very low indeed. Orbital distance 0.7 AU, orbital period 0.6 Earth years, radius 1,511 kilometers, day length 19.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.03 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 125 Celsius, surface gravity 0.1 G. Ploitari, the most underrated system. It's got a funny name. It's real good for resources. I'll be back for those spikes. Just see if there's any better spike. That's a good one.
Launching probe. Probe away.
And yes, when I get to Sol, I will be probing Uranus for the meme. Also, because BioWare expects it.
Probe away. Launching probe.
Hello?
Probe launched.
Scanner results, good. We've got the scanner results back, and they're good.
Launching probe.
Ah, sorry, we had a second opinion. Now they're only moderate. That's not worth a probe. Oh, hello. That's worth a probe.
Probe away.
I'm gonna have to fly back to get more probes. It's really annoying. Bigger spikes, or is this it? Hang on. Oh. Where was it? There we go.
Launching probe.
Oh. Oh, nope. Almost there. Tease it. Tease it in. Tease it in. Make it as big as possible, chat. Make it as big as possible. Carefully. Hey, Ari. How you doing?
Launched.
There we go. Get my finger off the trigger now. Unfortunately, I do need to fly back to Osun to get more probes. Actually home today, according, so you're still feeling sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I was hoping you were feeling better. Hopefully this utterly banal, eminently dislikable planet scanning stream will make you feel better, because you're not playing the game. And now we fly all the way back to Ploitari. Everyone's favourite bagel-loving, pizza-hating New Yorker? That's fair. Harry is contentious. Base probes indicate that Signalis is nowhere near as hospitable as its neighbour Zenethu. Signalis' hydrogen-argon atmosphere is thought to be anathema to life like this channel, but the presence of borax on the surface spawned by a boron-heavy core indicates the planet may once have had water. Orbital distance 2.2 AU, orbital period 3.3 Earth years, radius 5,391 kilometers, day length 66.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.23 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -3 Celsius, surface gravity 0.84 G. This is another of the planets on the list.
Probe launched.
Ari, I think you need that intro on a t-shirt. But like as a wrestling promo kind of situation.
Launching probe.
Ever thought about doing... Did you hear about the big bridge and stair update in Tiny Glade? I heard about the stairs. I didn't hear about the bridges. I've been meaning to experiment with stairs, so it's nice that, you know, they're there.
Probe away.
Can we make bridges by not making a building now? Are they a separate thing, or do we still have to flatten the
Probe
building?
away.
Ooh, iridium.
Probe away. Launching probe.
They also made it say you're able to make higher and inclined. Yes. Terraforming. The power is mine. Make small mountain towns. Absolutely understandable. What would be cool... Oh, I see you're playing Tiny Glade right now. What would be cool, actually, is if you make it so that... Oh, it depleted. If a map is over a certain percent, it's like incline, all the sheep become goats.
I have detected an anomaly.
Zenethu, believed to be a post-garden world, Zenethu has large deposits of calcium carbonate in its sedimentary rocks. Unsurprising, as that's sedimentary. Indicating it may have once had plate tectonics and even plant life. Its swirling clouds of dust and snow may have occurred more recently and blocked the sun, creating a mass extinction event. Its surface gravity is comfortable and its temperature tolerable by most sapient species. Orbital distance 1.9 AU, orbital period 2.6 Earth years, radius 6,619 kilometers, day length 53.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.38 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -16 Celsius, surface gravity 1.2 G. Hey, why does it sometimes say Celsius and sometimes it's just the letter C? Asking for a friend. The friend is me. Yeah, I'm going to take this palladium first. Then.
Probe away.
Who hasn't looked in an inclined garden phone? This could be more erect. What a mood. Yeah, I'm going to get that.
Scans have found something.
Wait, is this it? Is this the best side quest in the entire game? Did I find it? I can never remember where it is, so...
Probe away. Launching probe.
For those who weren't here yesterday but did tune in for the failed Pokemon stream on Wednesday, I fixed the technical difficulties. I'll be revisiting the concept next Wednesday instead. If anyone wants to help out, I've added a wireless controller for it to my throwing wish list and said it's crowdfunding because I love my cat as she emerges into this room and proceeds to start chewing plastic in all certainty. But she's a demon with cables.
Probe launched.
I don't want to damage any of the USB connections in my computer, USB hub, or my controllers.
Launching
Cats love
probe.
cables, it's true. Like, actually, she goes for cable ties. She's less about the cable, more about the thing hanging from it, which is fair. But when she wants fuss, I mean, she's a cat, so she's just all up in my business, which pulls on all the cables on my computer desk and beneath it if I've got the controller in my lap, which is how I typically play. That's how I'm playing right now.
Probe launched.
Saw another spike. Peak, sorry.
Launching probe.
Anyway, let's land. Alliance sources request that all ships keep watch for signs of the missing freighter MSV Estevanico, lost 1 year ago in the space. Any data recovered that sheds light on the Estevanico's fate will be rewarded. Surface scans indicate the presence of a large shipwreck. Signature bears similarities to that of the Alliance merchant freighter MSV. What's the M? I assume SV is systems vehicle. I don't know. Estevanico. Structural integrity is critical. Life support is damaged but capable of sustaining a skeleton crew. Recommend extreme caution. But skeletons don't need life support. They're already dead, silly. It is. I think this is my favourite side quest in the entire game. It sure is. I cannot explain why this is my favourite side quest. I just love it so much. Anyway.
It is likely that searching the wreckage would provide information about the Estevanico's final hours. Warning. Disturbing the wreck could cause it to become unbalanced and fall over the cliff's edge.
Oh no, I'm going to fall. So it's basically just a maze. That's all this is. Sorry to ruin the illusion, but there's actually no danger here. You just got to find your way down through the ship. Over there. But I don't know, it's just something about the sound design and the vibe. It really resonates with me. Not that I can find my way down. This is the rest of the stream. Need that for later, I think. Aha! Found it. Put your gun away, Shepard. You'll trip and shoot yourself. Going up. Or not. Just kidding. Going down. So I took the chance last night because I didn't actually have any work to do for once to have a relaxing evening. What is that? What is that even allowed? And played some demos of stuff on Steam. Oh god, what was it called? Lock Your Door, I think. Yeah, Lock Your Door has potential to be the next janky horror game for everyone to be playing. Standard 1 to 4 people in a haunted house trying to survive long enough while being, you know, hunted. Except the gimmick is that you can get your friends killed and the ghosts will leave you alone. Because only one person has to, only you need to survive. I think it's... Yes, this way, because I can't go the other way because there's a hole in the Shepard, please. Thank you. Hole in the path. Looks like it has potential. It does. Like it's got some good atmosphere going on. I mean, there's some Okay, that's the true horror, is that clipping. There's some good jump scares. Like, I'm not normally a fan of jump scares. I don't find they do anything for me particularly, but I appreciated the approach to jump scares in the demo. And it has, you know, it has a maze section, so what's not to like? Am I a little skeptical of it because of one of the selling points being you can screw over your co-op buddies? Yes. Because the last game we played like that was... you know, that's just full of griefing potential is what I'm trying to say. Did I get that? I feel like I got that. But now I'm going to have to go and check. I'm almost certain I got it. I absolutely did. Dang it. I also played the demo for Solarpunk, which is it's been on my wish list for a while. Oh, it's been on my radar for a while. Sorry, I think it's been on my wish list for a while as well. That's just kind of what it sounds like. It's a Solarpunk survival crafting game. Concept cool. Execution is what you'd expect from a two-person development team. Feels a bit bare bones, but it is a demo after all. But I kind of feel... Right now, it kind of feels like I played the entire game in just the demo, so I don't know. Hopefully they have more content slated for the final release. I'm not saying it needs combat or anything like that. It just needs something. No! The superstructure. What other demo did I play? Oh, Easy Delivery Co. But I got frustrated with that. No fault of the game. I was just not in the right frame of mind to play it. So I'll be revisiting that demo at a later date. Have also checked out the demo for Bro, You Survived recently. Super cozy looking zombie apocalypse game where you drive around in a bus. 1-4 player co-op. Survival. Pretty cool. I didn't finish the demo, but just the tutorial was interesting. Janky. I will say that much. Probably designed for controller usage as well. Don't say those two go hand in hand. Yeah, it's bright and cartoony. So there's no real. The zombies are just there as something to hit. Really, it could have easily been rioters or aliens, and it would have been the same. It feels like a Saturday morning cartoon take on State of Decay. You ever played or saw anything on State of Decay? Which is no bad thing. I mean, I like State of Decay, but it's an interesting take on the idea. Please, Shepard. Also, you know, 4 people driving around in a bus, helping people. What's not to like? Right, well, I think that's everything. That's the whole side quest, by the way. I don't know why I like it so much, I just really like it. Sorry, mission? Assignment? Data retrieved. Escape to mission site. You can't fail it as far as I know. Most recently we were discussing a game called Bro, You Survived. So Like Saturday morning take on State of Decay. Sorry, Saturday morning cartoon take on State of Decay. I need some more fuel and probes. Too far, yar! It's further than near, yar. Pretty sure I've made that joke already. Hey, YouTube, if you dislike the video because of that, please let me know so that I can feel ashamed for repeating jokes. Far, yar. Oh, all of them. Cool. Bridge too far, yar. Exactly. See, like, there are plenty of other potential jokes to make on the subject, so shame me for repeating ones. Wenrum, White Knight, takes its name from a Solarian story in the Romantic period of a knight who refused all temptation to riches, carnality, and even flavorful food until justice was served to the poor and oppressed. The planet is so named because of its white, highly reflective surface, composed mainly of titanium dioxide and ice, and no atmosphere to speak of to dim its albedo. Orbital distance 11.8 AU, orbital period 40.6 Earth years, radius 1,574 kilometers, day length 59.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 178 Celsius, surface gravity 0.1 G. All of them get boosts from you. Well, that's why you're here, Ari. You're here to keep my ego in check. That's what I don't pay you for. Sure cranked out a lot of RPG makers. Oh yeah. Have you just seen the Humble Bundle? I was tempted, but like also Game Maker exists and is free. And has really good tutorials.
Away.
Pretty much you had to throw tomatoes at people. Tomatoes? Oh, don't get me wrong. I like RPG Maker. I have it. I have an older version of it, but the like the fact that there are so many. Sorry, there's so much third-party support for RPG Maker that gets broken every time they release a new one. Just upsets me because it's like why bother upgrading? But then clearly they stopped, you know, updating the older versions because they want you to buy the new hotness. Also, I'm broke AF, so that doesn't help. But also, as I say, Game Maker exists and allows you to make more than just RPGs. And I want to make a farming sim with Pokemon-style elements, so that's not an RPG. You enjoy playing Final F1 2003, so I've watched several of the previous years. Oh no! What? Did he make it through high school?
Probe launched.
Also, of course, going back to the RPG Maker conversation, we're kind of at the point of the internet now where if they're releasing products that in such a volume, you can almost guarantee that the new version is going to be much shittier than the old version. I would love to be proven wrong. Sorry. Genuinely, if that is not the case with the newest RPG Maker release, please do tell me. But I will choose to believe otherwise until proven wrong. There's probably another peak here somewhere. But yes, Ari, it's admirable that you make your brother a game every year. Does I assume, like, I mean, it's RPG Maker, right? So they have to be JRPGs. Are they the like same universe games, or just you make a random game? Lots of mods and plugins for RPG Maker MV, so you can get a lot for free. That's fair. Oh, it's on the other side. Nephros, Restless Sleep, is a relatively small hydrogen-nitrogen gas giant. Its atmosphere is home to spectacular winds of up to 350 kilometers an hour and electrical storms up to 700 times the power of those on Earth, which indicate that its hydrogen clouds contain moderate amounts of water vapor. Orbital distance 7.5 AU, orbital period 20.6 Earth years, radius 44,750 kilometers, day length 11.9 Earth hours. Make games based on our old D&D campaigns in this homebrew world? I mean, why would you not? Okay, this is the only planet not mentioned as being rich. So we're going to peace out. Oh, speaking of Nephros, have you seen the new Necron model? They've finally updated the Catan. The Nightbringer, I think it is. No new model since 2002. Though ancient riverbeds crisscross the plains of Daratar, photo dissociation has long since dried up the world. There are indications of ancient mining operations, but any structures have long since been buried or worn away by the planet's seasonal dust storms. Orbital distance 0.9 AU, orbital period 0.9 Earth years, radius 3,937 kilometers, day length 62.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.49 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -66 Celsius, surface gravity 0.5 G. God, can you imagine if I put the time and effort into learning how to make a game of any kind based on all of the shit jokes I make on this channel? Protagonist is Professor Donkey Man, and he's, you know, run around encountering beef, spare rib, jam, working for Murder Corner Inc.
All hands prepare to burn down the house. Repeat, suspicious ship detected in planetary orbit. All hands prepare to burn down the house. All hands prepare to burn down the house. Repeat, suspicious ship detected in planetary orbit.
That's me. I'm the suspicious ship.
I have found something.
Hey, pop-up, I need you to disappear so I can scan. Oh, hang on. Daratar. Is this on the list? Daratar is not on the list. We'll come back for the mission. A scorchingly hot planet close to its parent star, Quarren was bombarded by comets and asteroids during its earliest geological periods. As the solar system stabilized, these occurrences leveled off until the planet became geologically inactive. Its nitrogen and helium atmosphere is extremely thick due to heavy metals making the planet's core very dense. Unfortunately, these metals are deep below the crust, making mining impractical. Orbital distance 0.2 AU, orbital period 0.1 Earth years, radius 3,137 kilometers, day length 53.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 2.22 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 558 Celsius. That's a little on the toasty side. Surface gravity 3.5 G. I mean, I guess it does open with scorchingly hot, but still. Chat, that's you, by the way. Thank you again to everyone who contributed to the cat bed for Ari's birthday. She loves it. She doesn't use the bed bit, but getting her out of the tunnel is tricky. We hack her tiny feline brain and just shake her food ball. I can't believe we got there so fast. I mean, I have an incredible community. Like I hoped it would obviously get bought. But yeah, it went faster than I was expecting. I was expecting it to happen like the end of the stream, so I was going to keep pushing it throughout the stream. You know, thankfully I didn't have to. Wednesday was not a good day. I'm trying to remain upbeat and positive today, but the heat is still bothering me. I will be honest with you, chat. But yeah, she loves it. Her favourite thing right now is be in the tunnel and try to attack, you know, mine and Angel's feet as we walk past. Except, I don't mean by, like, be in the tunnel in the doorway, just anywhere in the tunnel at all. She tries to get through it. Because she's a cat and therefore not smart. Because you didn't shit on stream, you would have ended up in stream jail. That's very fair. That's very fair.
Probe away.
It also meant that I had, you know, I was in a good enough brain space to to figure out like how to get the rare candies into the Ironmon ROM, which I'll be explaining at the start of Wednesday's stream next week, because that seems like useful information for people who might not know. I'll probably also put it in the YouTube description. Need a quick refresh mode, tea and break. It's the quenchiest drink around. It's the quenchiest drink.
Probe away.
Okay. Pew. Tunfigel. Is this on my list? It is. First chartered by the Solarians, Tunfigel, Hard Heart, is noted for its platinum and uranium deposits, making robo-mining a lucrative activity. While the surface temperature is well within the range of a comfortable EVA excursion, the extremely dense Tunfigel generates a dangerous gravitational pull 5 times that of Earth. The Solarian miners exploiting the planet, derisively nicknamed planets such as these, Elcor tourist traps. Get absolutely wrecked, Elcor. Side note, freaking love the Elcor. Orbital distance. If I ever played at one of the many unofficial Mass Effect TTRPGs, I would absolutely ask if I could play an Elcor. Orbital distance 1.8 AU, orbital period 2.4 Earth years, radius 10,772 kilometers, day length 35.5 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.03 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 31 Celsius, surface gravity 5.1. Oh, well, she couldn't give you that much palladium. If you're rude to say no, really.
Launching probe.
So this is just a nice, hopefully chill way to spend my Friday. As I did finish, I finished the first draft of the thing I was working on. I addressed the comments the developer left on the other thing I've been contracted for. Monday's stream, I do need to go over the first draft I finished yesterday to make sure that everything is, to my standards. Never mind the developers. And then we'll take it from there. But obviously, if it's less than an hour and a half left, that's prime Resident Evil territory. And I'll just have to hope that my idiot child doesn't strangle herself on a cable. Please. I saw the peak. Does it not get better? The peak, chat, not life. Life's all downhill from the moment you get born. Gotta love idiot children. That's what I keep telling myself. She makes it all worth it by being extremely furry. And therefore, when she rubs herself against my legs, because I don't know if you know this, chat, right now it's real freaking hot. So I'm wearing shorts a lot. And when she rubs herself against my legs, dear gods, is she soft. I forgot to check my probe count. Back to the probe buying place, also known as the fuel depot. Makes it also worthwhile by being so furry. For sure. You can quote me on that. Even taken out of context, there's nothing to be ashamed of. Like, I support furries. Right, where was I? Ah, yes, Tunfigel. Okay.
Probe away.
Like, some days when she's being a little shit, all she's got is the fact that she's furry, and therefore adorable. Please note, chat, I also find scaled creatures adorable and feathered creatures adorable. In fact, pretty much anything but people, although obviously everyone in my chat is extremely attractive, and I've mentioned before how easy I can be. in terms of physical attraction to people. Okay, where is it? There. There we go.
Probe launched.
Now it's time for a game I like to call... Oh god, this is not going to end well for me, is it? A suit off fursuit. Amazing. So here's the thing, chat. One, the dedication it takes to wear to design or commission and design, whatever, and then make or have made a fursuit and then wear it is amazing. Like I was exhibiting at Wirral Pride last weekend, and there were, would you believe there were some fursuits there for proudly displaying trans and non-binary colours. How am I doing on the probe front? I forgot to check before I left the planet. That's on me. Alan gone. Palladium. Pick some. Oh, I'm not surprised you can get them secondhand. But like, it's still dedication. But also, like, just some of the lengths cosplayers go to cosplayers like non-humanoid, as non-human species, and the let's say response that the internet provides sometimes. It's like a lot of people are not. If they say they aren't an anthro or a scaly or whatever, they might be lying. Alingon, Deceptive, was so named by Solarian scouts because as their probes landed on the planet, their instruments started going awry. Oh, I thought it was going to say that tell them it wasn't a planet. Like, no, get probes. I'm not a planet. I'm just a moon. This turned out to be due to the high concentration of magnetically active periclase, magnesia, in the core and crust of the planet. This interferes with scans and broadcasts, which has given rise to countless spacer stories of pirates lying in wait in Elengon's magnetosphere, or crashed ships with untold fortunes stranded on the surface. In reality, any pirates would have a hard time locating prey amongst all the interference, and would live lives cut off from the rest of the galaxy, as the magnetosphere kills extraplanetary communication. Elengon's other natural features are a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide, spectacular dry ice formations, and xenon gas, which can be skimmed from the upper atmosphere and used in ion thrusters. Orbital distance 10.1 AU, orbital period 31.7 Earth years, radius 3,085 kilometers, day length 56.3 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.04 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature negative 166 Celsius, surface gravity 0.5 G. Actually, chat, entirely unrelated to what we've been talking about. Oh, well, actually, I suppose I should check if my voice is loud enough compared to the in-game music. But also, speaking of Monday's stream, if I do, you know, if I have the time for it after going through the 7,000 plus words I had to write for the contract, would you like video game or would you like audiobook?
Probe away.
I have one in mind. It's a classic, therefore it's, you know, not covered by copyright and I can record and upload it. And one in mind purely because it's Angel's favourite classic.
Probe launched.
And it's not Austin, it's a Bronte. And I'd read my favourite classic novel, but Angel obviously takes priority.
Launching
Dangerously
probe.
codependent like that. Yeah, it's a Bronte. Which does limit it somewhat. You know, because they only released like, what, 5 books between them?
Probe launched.
And my favourite is the toxic one. Would Ryan likes gothic literature? Who would have thunk? Yeah, Harry, Wuthering Heights is my favourite. Don't know why, it vibes with me. Didn't hear the choices. Your preference would be a stream of you making pizza outside near the gazebo in a wood-fired outdoor oven. Hey, if you get me all of that stuff, I will absolutely do that, because pizza making takes time, because you have to let the dough rise.
Probe away.
And I could play video games during that half hour. I think it's half an hour for pizza. Also, I'd be outside. Presumably in shade.
Probe launched.
Right in high school, and I didn't think I appreciate it. It's, you know, not to everyone's liking, and I completely understand that. It is a game about horrendously... It is a book about horrendously toxic people making each other worse. Touch grass. I can't. I have a concrete yard. We have a clematis and an Acer Japanese maple growing. That's it. That's my nature. Actually, I need to go out there and spray the clematis again to get with the insecticidal soap. Get the mites off of it.
Probe launched.
But Angel has told me that I'm going out this weekend. That we're actually going to like a country park for a walk. I can find the clematis. Ah, yeah, see, breed. I'm not male, so I have a natural advantage in that respect. How many probes do I have left? I assume I need to refill. You know what? I can also find the clematis? The ants, the spiders, and the aphids. I think the ants are farming the aphids. So we're trying to kill them. Ordinarily, I'm very much a live and let live kind of person, but I'd like to grow this plant. Please and thank. Oh, hang on. Is there a thing in the asteroid belt? It's not like it takes long to check, so. Nope, doesn't appear to be. Antikythera, fused metal, is so named because of its spectacular craters. A planet high in various grades of iron oxide, Antikythera is regularly pummeled by loose asteroids in the nearby belt between it and Wenrum. The iron melted and fused by the incoming meteors makes for spectacular landscape shots that look alien no matter what part of the galaxy you may be from. However, due to frequent meteor impacts, exploration is considered highly dangerous even to those with advanced kinetic barriers. Orbital distance, 12.3 AU. Orbital period, 43.3 Earth years, Radius, 5,658 kilometers. Day length, 21.1 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure, 0 Earth atmospheres. So it doesn't have an atmosphere. Surface temperature, negative 180 Celsius. Surface gravity, 0.8 G. Oh, it's rich. I may as well just scan it anyway.
Launching probe.
Oh, hey chat, that reminds me. There is a link. I can explain it if anyone's particularly interested.
Probe launched.
I'll be hopefully uploading my zines to my Ko-Fi store for people who actually want to buy a physical zine soon, TM. Probably over the weekend or on Monday. But the digital files are obviously still on itch.io and DriveThruRPG.
Launching probe.
Eventually, once I get paid next, I'll be seriously looking into setting up my own website.
Launching probe.
And hosting everything for sale there, as well as on DriveThruRPG and itch and stuff. But that's
probe
the practicalities of that are still to be determined.
Probe away. Probe launched.
Also, if someone could poke me after the stream, because both of my friends and I trust you to do this, I need to submit some games to a bundle for raising money for children in Palestine.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
I can't donate myself, but I can sure as heck give games away for free. Well, you know, not for free, but I can contribute games to the cause. Also, I like how the one planet is like, hey, this fucks up scans. You can scan it fine. Don't worry about it.
Probe launched.
How close am I to not needing to scan anymore? Element 0, 31,000, so we're getting there for the ESO. Iridium, 200,000. Platinum, 275,000. Palladium, 195,000. Oh, sorry, I'm playing Legendary Edition. Iridium, 250,000, and Palladium, 255,000. Cool. So I'm within 100,000 of everything apart from Platinum. Love that for me. However, that's Barrios finished, so let's secure the smuggled cargo. Cerberus hotspot detected. The planet Daratar in the Faryar system, Faryar, is a suspected Eclipse smuggling site. Cerberus is interested in obtaining the materials kept at this site. Operatives will be paid handsomely for any intact crates retrieved from the site. Be aware that Eclipse would rather see the cargo destroyed than lose it to a rival organization. Payment will be made once the acquisition of undamaged crates is verified. Oh, I think I remember this one. Isn't this the one that's just full of robots? I think it's like you have to kill the robots before they destroy the boxes. Hey, one of you has overload. Oh, actually, to be fair, Jacob with squad incendiary ammo against robots could be good. Also, I've saved, so it really doesn't matter. That, and I'm good on all that front. It's going to feel so good when I can actually spend all of my resources on upgrades. Yep, that's what I was thinking of.
They've seen us.
Hey, overload, squad incendiary. Don't, Shepard, why would you do that? Yep, no, this all went horribly wrong. I pressed A too many times. Reloaded the manual save. I really don't like how the time played is time played in that session. I don't think it's supposed to be like that. Right, let's try that again, but with less vaulting over the cover towards the giant mech aiming a gun at my face. Does that sound good to everyone? Because that sounds good to me. And again, please let me know if the audio balance is out of whack with all of the gunfire and me speaking and stuff. Like the mech? I mean, I like the mech too, but still. Oh, it's this rock I want. Hey. Overload. Do that. I'll use the submachine gun against
They're through my shield.
the shields. off the armor. Swap over to actual pistol. Wait for my barrier to recharge. Hey, could you do something, please?
About to go off.
Just out of curiosity. Okay, so there are 3 mechs. Can I don't remember it being this difficult, if I'm being honest. No, everyone dies who has food thrown at them. Well-known fact. Just seeing if there's an easy way to do this. Okay, so... Right. So, I think it's just because I've historically played this on...
I've got no.
I need to swap my heavy weapons. I needed to die. And that was just the fastest way I could think to do it. Load that. Yes, that's over there. Over there, and then I need... I don't have either of the recommended weapons. Okay. We'll do it this... We'll see if I can do it this way. I don't have to do this mission. I've got the save point, obviously. Why would you throw cans of food in a food fight? I mean, I don't get the throwing food at people thing anyway, but that might just be me.
We've been spotted.
Okay. I'm leaving this. Nope. I'm going to come back with the weapons that it recommends. The cans were like, here, put this in the cabinet, please. Oh, well that...
Commander, you've received a new message at your private terminal.
I went the wrong way. That kind of makes sense. Do I have the... Oh, so that's what the wiki recommends you use if you want to save all of the boxes. So I'm probably going to come... I'm going to hold off on doing that mission. We're just going to peace out and come back to it when I'm better equipped. I'll give it a difference between at and to. That is true. But yes, throwing a salami at someone is highly amusing. Big BG3 enemy. Energy. Enemies, something completely different. Has anyone played BG3 on a Steam Deck? There's a trendsetter been doing that to kids. Oh no. Let's go for... I'm gonna have to start doing missions again, aren't I? Once I've done these two. Let's just go here. Righty, I'll guess those 2 thumbs took today off to make 400-year-old lemonade. To make 400-year-old lemonade and play D&D. Guns, that sounds like a great way to spend the day. This is the Ismar Frontier. Aquila has 1 planet, Vecchio. Oh, 1 planet worth scanning anyway. A relatively small hydrogen-helium gas giant, Bellino remains underdeveloped while its sister planet, Metaponto, garners all the attention. This was not always the case. In 2180... Side note, why does their UI... why does whatever they're using to display the text in not allow M-dashes, so they put 2 N-dashes instead? Yeah, it would be a better plan if it included playing D&D with you, Guns. Not gonna lie about that. In 2180, news stories seeded throughout the extranet claimed that Element Zero was being found on Polino's moons in record loads. This turned out to be a scam spread by the Dunawurachum Consortium, an Elcor corporation trying to scare up investors. After a small fleet of space probes scouted the area, the hype quickly deflated, and the myth only persists now in unwanted extranet email messages. Orbital distance 8.0 AU, orbital period 22.7 Earth years, radius 37,052 kilometers, day length 16.5 Earth hours. You typoed an E, you accidentally did an E there, Guns. I was like, hop on a plan? What? I'm on too many plans as it is. I can't afford all of them. I have to keep cancelling them. But then I realised. Metaponto, a hydrogen helium gas giant. Metaponto has developed a helium-3 fueling station funded by Elcor business interests who hope to bring enough attention to the system to attract terraforming investors and thus eventually develop Volturno as a habitable world. Thus far, they've met with little success. Orbital distance 4.2 AU, orbital period 8.6 Earth years, radius 70,520 kilometers, day length 12.1 Earth hours. And yeah, Guns, that is super cool of you. Oh man, you got her there. There's no coming back from that. Hit her with the old, reverse card. Vecchio is a moderately sized terrestrial world with a thin, hot atmosphere. Hey, it's me. Of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Initial surveys found trace amounts of iridium, but little else of interest in the silicate desert sands that cover much of the surface of the planet. On a recent tour, the Alliance surveyor ship Coupe discovered a group of partial graves hidden in the equatorial mountain range. Also, side note, I'm not thin, I'm solidly built. Hidden in the equatorial mountain ranges. The ancient skeletons in the burial sites were obviously humanoid, but incomplete and poorly preserved, which has made them difficult to identify. Okay, but if they're that old, why would they not have fossilized? Fragments of primitive ceramic grave goods were also found nearby. This raises further questions about who once travelled to this inhospitable planet, since the closest garden world, Volturno, has no intelligent life. Human universities are planning further archaeological investigations. Orbital distance 1.1 AU, orbital period 1.2 Earth years, radius 6,443 kilometers, day length 39.1 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.79 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 58 Celsius, surface gravity 0.82 G. Playing a Shadow Dark game this weekend, by the way, interested to see how it plays out. I hear good things about Shadow Dark. Please let us know. I am not. I'm still trying to get my Delicious and Dungeon Daggerheart game going on to start playing. I've had one person sign up so far. I need 2 more. That's a weekly Thursday thing.
Probe away.
Sounds like something Shannon would do. Is this how Ari ends up with dissociative identity disorder? Dissociative identity disorder, sorry. Is Shannon just an alter?
Probe away.
Hey, you know that note you found from Shannon, Ari? Was the handwriting curiously familiar? Is the call coming from inside the brain? At some point, I'm going to cross a line with this and step into, you know, stop making fun of this. So I'm going to stop. DID is not something to be laughed at. Shannon Rolex didn't have a mangled hand. Fair. Nor did she hand a mangled hand.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
No typos approve your own mangled hand. That's absolutely fair. That's one way to look at it. My typos when I'm using my phone for anything are my thumbs are too big for the keyboard. I have large hands. Don't want to brag, chat. Really struggle finding gloves. For real though, my hands are disproportionately large. And very strangely shaped.
Probe launched.
I've got like weird monkey-shaped palms. And my thumbs aren't at the same angle, and it really upsets me. I do say large hands. Considering something bubbles the campaign. Thanks, Brigged. Sorry. A hydrogen and methane gas giant, Lepini and its moons have been cursorily scanned by space probes and found to have little in the way of rare resources. The galaxy at large considers it unremarkable. Hey, it's like me and my efforts to do anything. Unremarkable. Orbital distance 0.5 AU, orbital period 0.4 Earth years, radius 56,666 kilometers, day length 9.2 Earth hours. Your D&D campaign is a weird thing about big hands. Interesting. Why? Because from lived experience, it sucks. A so-called super Earth. What's great about it? Volturno is home to organic life, but is nevertheless uninhabitable for the near future. Currently in an ice age, most of the planet from the latitude of 30 degrees north or south is a frozen wasteland. That's Canada. And so most organic life... I'm looking directly at guns when I say that. And so most organic life limited to algae and lichens resides near the equator. Strong gravity prevents any sapient species but Elcor from thriving on the planet, and the Elcor cannot breathe the planet's... Sorry, 1 second. I'm trying to move. Elcor cannot breathe the planet's atmosphere, which contains lethal amounts of carbon dioxide in addition to its oxygen. Small packs of vulture squatters are attempting to take the planet for themselves illegally, but most of them live miserable existences in the planet's crushing gravity and die from falls and medical complications. Only terraforming on a massive scale would turn Volturno into a habitable world, and the Elcor lack the political capital with the Citadel Council to begin such an effort. Hey, don't terraform on a massive scale. You don't want to give a planet with incredibly high gravity more gravity by making it more massive. The thing that kills me is I don't think anyone really clicked why Rahul had large hands. So break top for making a little NPC with big hands. Did once he cut off the bandit's hands. What? What? I feel like there's a story there. Anyway. Orbital distance 2.1 AU, orbital period 3.0 Earth years, radius 11,177 kilometers. Side note, I'm always down for limited like guest appearances in tabletop role-playing games. Day length 26.8 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.83 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature -10 Celsius, surface gravity 3.3 G. Chat, wait for it. Super obvious joke incoming, but it's got some setup first. Oh, your sex is on fire. Love a pub's guest appearance. Or quest appearance, for that matter. That typo really works. Anyway. Fire. Viantel and Imain. Hito. So, not either of the two planets I just said. Reminds me, I need to firm up the next game date. Oh yeah, Ari, I've done occasional quest appearances. I don't know how far it went, but I at one point did some voice acting for Brigged as a guest NPC. While the ice mines of Viantel make a great deal of profit from ships passing through Fire's mass relay, the real money is made at Hito. As the only gas giant in the Fire gateway system. Hey chat, if your Hito's turned up too high, you'll catch fire. Gateway system. Hito is heavily developed. That's awful. That was actually terrible. I do apologize. I'm just going to make a note of that for the playlist, though. I know a joke is bad when I can't keep a straight face doing it. It was like 118-ish. Thanks, Brigged. Hopefully it had the desired effect. I will happily reprise Thrice Hung email at any point if you wish. I'm trying to develop my voice acting ability, and practice is the only way to do that. The world has 3 major and 26 minor moons, each of which is claimed by a different company. Those based on moons deeper into the gravity well tend to specialize on helium-3 extraction and refining, while those on the farther moons specialize in refueling services and shipment. The local economy is driven by black marketeering, backroom deals, and cutthroat business. Each company attempts to sabotage its rivals' facilities while protecting their own moon. This has led to open corporate warfare 3 times in the last century. Although major mercenary groups have offices in the Hito planetary system, though the Blue Suns enjoy a home team advantage, shipping in cheap logistical supplies from Zoria. Population 953,000, capital none. Largest port is Shoal Prime. Orbital distance 6.3 AU, orbital period 15.8 Earth years, radius 24,984 kilometers, day length 14.3 Earth hours. Cool. I was going to say something, but I literally can't. Oh yeah, I obviously I get a lot of experience narrating because I read everything in video games, but the actual acting side of it, I have less experience on. So I keep auditioning for roles, and hopefully that helps. Speaking of, Bailey Tempest, the genderqueer murder mystery that I had a cameo in, that has now finished. All 4 episodes are available for listening, and you can hear my incredibly annoying voice in episode 3. Though a dwarf planet, Viantel's large amounts of water have led to heavy development by water cracking industries seeking to turn the planet into hydrogen-oxygen fuel for starship thrusters. The surface is blanketed with habitation modules, mining equipment, and cracking stations. Since the initial settlement of Ilium in the nearby Tassale system, the radius of Viantel has decreased by 2 kilometers, indicating removal of over 72,000 cubic kilometers of ice. Some groups are concerned that the rate of loss may cause instability in the remaining structure. Population 10,400, capital none. I mean, it's V, clearly. Largest port is Kailios Station 4. Orbital distance 3.0 AU, orbital period 5.2 Earth years. Radius 1,381 kilometers, day length 28.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature negative 150 Celsius, surface gravity 0.11 G. Oh hey, speaking of trace, hey Hamedacham, speaking of Tracer, Overwatch, they finally added a water-based character to Overwatch 2. It's live now for like the weekend, and then being pulled for their formal release later in the season. And like, I'm not complaining because it has basically the same kit that every water-based support character has in an online hero shooter or MOBA. Unfortunately, and that's my jam, love those. Unfortunately, I watched the gameplay trailer and I hate all of the voice lines. I just hate the personality. And I am torn. Chat, I am torn. I didn't mean to do that.
Launched.
my finger twitched on the trigger. Fortunately, there was something there to collect. Just play Rivals, but I don't want to. I don't actually like the art style.
Launching probe.
And I like Overwatch 2's art style less. More, I guess?
Launched.
Even though I'm still not a huge fan of it. Oh. That is the door. Please bear with me. I need to go and fetch to go and answer that. Oh god, no. Overwatch 2 should never have happened. Also, it's a good thing Angel's home, because our local Labour councillor has turned up. And I would probably be tempted just to shut the door in his face. I mean, what I'd like to do is play Paladins. But Hi-Res said, fuck you. God, there are so many characters in Paladins that were queer-coded.
Launching probe.
But yeah, for real, I don't know, I'm not 100% sold on the Marvel Rivals art style. And obviously, when you spend that...
Probe away.
If I'm going to put time investment into a game to be decent at it, and a third person, like, because it's third person, right? It's over the shoulder. I have to like the ass I'm staring at.
Probe away.
So many different games out there, like Minesweeper. Fair. Minesweeper is compelling.
Launching probe. Probe launched.
Please. It says moderate. There's something. There's at least one more giant spike somewhere. Oh, speaking of games, that kind of have predatory microtransaction systems. Did anyone see the trailer for Resident Evil Survival Unit? Did anyone want a gacha mobile Resident Evil game? Was that on anyone's bingo card, or have Capcom just solved a problem that didn't exist? Because it looks like a mobile gacha game. Jeff the Landshark asking to post a risque gif in the Discord for you. I'm such a disaster lesbian over it. Hey, that's fair. There are many people who are disaster lesbians for
Probe launched.
loads of characters in Marvel Rivals. Capcom's always solving problems that don't exist. That's true. Here's a thought. Here's a question, real talk. Why can't Konami be more like Capcom with their endless milking of their franchises?
Probe launched.
I guess it's because Konami actually have business outside of video games. They make pinball tables, I think, right? I'm not making that up. I think this was the other planet. Konami made, sorry, pachinko, not pinball. Imayan is a small cratered rock. Its crust contains various light metals, though none in any concentration worth the trouble of mining. While the rest of the fire system has seen extensive industrialization, Imayan lies fallow. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.8 Earth years, Radius 2,370 kilometers. Day length 62.1 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure trace. Surface temperature 108 Celsius. Surface gravity 0.24 G. It's like Nintendo solving the problem no one wanted of webcams with Nintendo Switch Online. Like, was that a problem that needed solving? Slow AF, low frame rate webcam?
Probe launched.
Because it doesn't look well implemented in any of the trailers I've been seeing for, you know, Mario Party and stuff. Not saying I don't want to Switch 2, because I very much do, but I probably won't be using it with the webcam. I do like the Piranha Plant webcam though.
Probe away.
Where was the spike?
Probe away. Launching probe. Probe launched.
So I've been trying to think what to do about the whole streaming thing, because obviously, you know, I love streaming. I like hanging out with everyone who swings by, but it's not going anywhere. Except backwards. I'm going to keep doing it for the foreseeable, but it's just like trying to figure out if it's worth investing more in, you know, in it, or just accept the fact that my channel is shrinking, and therefore I kind of really have nothing to lose by playing any of the indie games I've got on GOG, Epic, Steam, Humble. Yeah, GOG, Epic. Itch, there we are. We should join the EA Creator Network and shield for money. No. I appreciate the suggestion. However, I don't want to put myself in stream jail permanently. I hope you understand. They've got minds considering streaming thing as a source of income. I mean, I literally have no other choice, so. Mud, Sweat and Spores is how Blue Sun's mercenaries characterized the planet that gave birth to their home office. This lush garden world is known for its heavy plant and fungal life, creating spectacular jungle zones over much of its 8 continents. Despite persistent problems with rot and rust, Zoria attracts investors and corporations from all throughout the galaxy, since it has exploited only a fraction of its potential resources. The Blue Suns dominate security contracts on Zoria so much that residents describe them as less like a monopoly and more like Risk. Sorry, like a conquering regime. Colony founded 2160, population 148 million, capital Thun. Orbital distance 1.8 AU, orbital period 2.4 Earth years, radius 6,247 kilometers, day length 28.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.22 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 33 Celsius, surface gravity 1.0 G. I think viewing it as a fun hobby with occasional treats is healthier. I think the co-working thing is a good call in that respect. Yeah, so that's absolutely why I started the co-working. Like, I know streaming is not going to make money for me as reliably as I would like it to. I made peace with that fact. So, you know, I have to write and then, you know, stream around the writing, because the writing slightly pays. And obviously with any kind of creative endeavor that you're trying to monetize, the more you have out there, the easier it is to monetize it. I think as a routine body doubling thing is a net positive. I mean, hopefully it helps, you know, people. Like, being honest, I don't think it really helps me particularly. Because, you know, I just focus and I write, and that's how I work best, is just to get my head down and focus on my work. But the fact it's helping other people, you know, I'm always down for that, so I'm not going to complain. Elista has 3 planets in it, which are rich in resources. And hey, managed to introduce people to Plastic Duck Simulator, which is not a bad thing. This is one of the planets to scan.
Detected.
Zeona has a thin atmosphere of sulfur dioxide and trioxide created by volcanic outgassing. There are traces of water vapor in the atmosphere, but over the last 5 centuries of observation, particle counts have decreased 4%. While not habitable by any spacefaring species, there is an abundance of native sulfur-devouring bacteria that thrives around the world's many volcanic vents. Interestingly, these bacterium bear genetic similarities to the native life of Ilium, suggesting either a panspermia pans spread of microbes via asteroids or accidental contamination of the original environment by careless spacefarers. No chat, I was laughing about the word sperm. Fucking bamboozled. Orbital distance 0.64 AU, orbital period 0.6 Earth years, radius 4,734 kilometers, day length 49.6 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 0.55 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 38 Celsius, surface gravity 0.57 G. The ducts are pretty good, not gonna lie. Streaming's hard because a lot of it's out of your control. Oh, absolutely. And obviously, like, there's so many different things you can do while streaming as well.
Probe away. I have found something.
To, you know, attract a different audience, grow your current audience. Everything is a risk. And then there's something like, what, like over 80% of streamers on Twitch stream to no one? Or something like that? Because it's so easy to become an affiliate on Twitch now. Never mind people who are just doing it for the first time.
Probe launched.
Rather being in a new streaming on the stream is a success because of the streamer. That's fair. I'd like to think this stream is not a success because of me, because that vibes with how I view myself.
Launching probe.
But it's all about being in the right place at the right time. Yeah, don't get views just because I have tits. I mean, in a purely platonic and respectful manner, Ari, your cleavage is epic. Pew. But yes, there are exceptions to how people get lucky. And that's the thing. Like, luck doesn't exist. I firmly believe luck doesn't exist. But it's easy shorthand and everyone knows what it means. That, you know, a lot of the time the big channels just get lucky.
Launching probe.
Or they put decades of work into, like years of work into it to make it work for them. And I have a huge respect for that. If I had the time to do all of the social media stuff around streaming more consistently, and, you know, my brain worked in that way, I probably would.
Launching probe.
But I don't, and it doesn't. I don't know why anyone would read the newsletter I write, but hey, I write one.
Launching probe.
A whole bunch of streams that are based off and capitalizing on thirsty masks. That is true. Right, new stream idea. It's just me, cozy sweater, some glasses, reading books. Not allowed, you understand. To myself, just turning the page occasionally, really close to the microphone. Maybe with some dogs. Oh, it's depleted, never mind. I got distracted. James Rocket bikini reading stream. It's fair. Thank you, Ari. I appreciate that. Soleus is this one of the planets I need to scan? It is. Soleus' crater surface is ancient. Parts of the highlands have been unchanged for nearly 3 billion years. The layers of overlapping craters stand as testament to the violence of the system's creation. Soleus is tidally locked to Alista and has a trace atmosphere of krypton and xenon, with helium occasionally blowing in via solar winds. Orbital distance 0.4 AU, orbital period 0.3 Earth years, radius 3,485 kilometers, day length 0. If it's tidally locked, how does it have a day length of 0.3 years? Doesn't tidally locked mean it doesn't... I mean, it's clearly rotating the animation, but we've had this conversation before, I believe. Atmospheric pressure, trace surface temperature 138 Celsius, surface gravity 0.32 G. I like a lot of successful streams of look having been heavily pimped by another streamer. Never forget that one streamer at Satep playing something got more views than any of my other streams got. Totally didn't mess with their streaming confidence for a while. I can understand that, Ari.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
Yeah, I mean it's a social network. At the end of the streaming is just a social network at the end of the day, like any other, and it is just networking. I have great mods. I'm the most active mod, and I'm great. I'm not great. It's the beard. People came for the beard, stayed for the gameplay.
Probe launched. Probe away.
Networking's a polite way of putting it. Yes, yes it is. I'm a polite person. That's why Ari and I collab so well. I understate. She feels her feelings.
Probe away.
Yes, Ari, because you're super polite too. Asterisk there for a New Yorker.
Probe away.
Well, saying that, we should Valheim again soon. Or
Probe
whatever.
launched.
Just hang out and play video games together. No stream, just chill. I was gonna say for a New Yorker absolutely employed. That's fair. If you find yourself a person regularly streaming to triple figures and schmooze them and laugh at all their jokes and begin talking like them. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna do that. It's the tism, it's too strong.
Probe launched.
I have to be true to myself. Right, I think I'm closing in on the Iridium. 250,000 for the Legendary, yeah. Palladium is still some way off. Platinum is just under 100,000. Oh no, Platinum is 305,000 with all the upgrades. Fudge! Hate that for me. I'm going to take my wellness break once I'm done with Alista, by the way. I have enough existential crises that I don't need to build my personality around someone else. Odast has some platinum. Love to do a Discord hangout or get prompts from somewhere and have like 10 minutes to technically build a bit and then share it off to each other. Hey, that'd be cool. Odast has an abundance of heavy metals and radioactives. It is heavily exploited by mining concerns based on Ilium. 43 years ago, a council spectre arrived to investigate reports that the businesses were selling platinum, a strategic metal, to pirate groups in the Terminus systems. The results of her investigation were never released, but no deaths were reported. Population 11,640. Capital Joras. Sick Park. Orbital period 0.96 AU. Distance 0.96 AU. Orbital period 1.1 Earth years. Radius 6,882 kilometers. Day length 28.3 Earth hours. Atmospheric pressure 1.1 Earth atmospheres. Surface temperature 20 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.2 G.
Launching probe. Probe away.
For the record, I wasn't actually pushing that advice. Oh, I know, Brigged. I know you were doing it sarcastically. Don't worry.
Probe away. Launching probe.
For some reason, chat, I have been really wanting to play not D&D Online. Neverwinter? Not Neverwinter Nights. There's a 4E based D&D MMO anyway, and I've really been wanting to play it again recently. I don't know why.
Launching probe.
Many streamers because they're legit cool in your vibe. Thank you, I appreciate that.
Launching probe.
And the fact that there is still an MMO going, officially licensed, based on D&D 4E is frankly incredible.
Launching probe.
I guess the thing is with streaming, it's also I chose the way of pain by being a variety streamer, unlike Harry, who obviously is just a Skyrim streamer. Because obviously then it's entirely dependent on potential audience wanting to watch what you're streaming on any given day.
Probe away.
Like if I did Pokemon all the time, it would probably be fine. I wouldn't mind doing Pokemon challenge runs a lot of the time, but I also like playing different things. And also I don't... Fucking probes again. I'll be back. I'm a variety streamer. I stream Skyrim, Oblivion, and Fallout. Sorry, how could I forget? How is the remaster treating you?
Fuel reserves at 50%.
Thanks, Edie. It's okay, it crashes a lot. A Bethesda game crashing a lot. Say it isn't so. Give us the Morrowind remake everyone wants, you cowards. I'm a community manager, so I stream the Discord live catch-up. I don't think there's much discoverability for that. Not really. Back to what I was doing. Where did that spike go? I can't wait for it to be the one to be the one thing left on this planet. Game, I know how to probe a planet at this point. No.
Probe away.
But hey, as I've mentioned, I think during a previous Mass Effect 2 stream, probe Odast. I was waiting for that joke. You know, my anniversary stream next year will be a perfect reflection of how I've chosen to try to build a streaming career, or support myself with a small income via streaming, let's say. Dark Souls keyboard and mouse, because I hate myself. You know, if it comes on sale on Steam between now and then. If not, I might revisit that idea. I do have Souls-likes. Not many, but I've got them. Blasphemous springs to mind. I have Hollow Knight. I could try that again. Although, again, I think I'd prefer that more if I played that off stream and just took my time with it. Thanks, Ari. I appreciate that. Okay, I think it... Wait. I considered leveraging my huge industry power for personal gain. What huge industry power? We're talking about tin. There's not that much crossover between running a CIC for tabletop professionals and video game nerds. In my, you know, the people I talk to anyway. But I am slowly working on putting together an actual play. But it's incredibly early days. I think those are the 3 planets that the guide says are rich in resources. Celias, Odast, and Zeona. Yep. Gonna read some planet entries and peace out. Hasano is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant. 200 years ago, an independent Volus prospector found the mangled wreck of a Prothean starship trapped within the trailing Lagrange point. Few artifacts from the wreckage have been recovered. The prospector, Lumen Creop, was canny enough to keep the Hulk's existence to himself. He sold its location to a thorium paleotechnology firm for nearly 1 million credits. Since then, Hasano's Lagrange points, rings, and moons have been combed over by fortune hunters seeking to strike it rich the same way. Thus far, no additional artifacts have been recovered. Orbital distance 1.82 AU, orbital period 2.7 Earth years, radius 34,035 kilometers, day length 13.1 Earth hours. Press the wrong button, don't mind me. A situation more stable and less fidgety, I totally consider applying some APs, though pre-recording a few sessions ahead would be my preference. Yeah, the one I'm putting together is going to be pre-recorded. I might do one of those things where like I air it on stream, but it'll just be, you know, playing back the session rather than it being live. Instead, it looks like they're doing a Discord RPG live play in London soon. Yes, yes they are. Yeah, it's the... Oh god. It's the Oxventure guy, right? GMing it? Or Oxventure's involved somehow? Melilla is a common ammonia methane ice giant with 23 moons. It has no particularly distinctive features. Orbital distance 3.1 AU, orbital period 6.1 Earth years, radius 28,684 kilometers, day length 8.6 Earth hours. Cool. Yeah, I thought it was. I looked into the Discord RPG because obviously huge Discord fan, and I don't know, just the emphasis on wordplay kind of seems like it'll be a Oh, is it Natural 6 playing? Oh no, it's the High Rollers. I know it was one of the two. It just seems like an accessibility issue. Obviously, would love to be proved wrong, but still. There was just stuff about it that seemed like they were overcomplicating it. But that was just through reading the Kickstarter preview. I haven't read the text, so I cannot really comment.
Fuel at 1/2 capacity.
So I think that's everything I can do planet scanning wise right now. I mean, obviously I can scan other planets, but those were all the ones that were just labeled as rich. That's not what I wanted. I wanted the mass the relay. Yeah, the mass relay, sorry. Oh no, I have the Eagle Nebula still. Right. So I'm going to take my wellness break now, and then we're going to go and scan the Eagle Nebula. I'm just going to go save the game. Considered getting a ticket, but was like... Have to get to London. They've not listed the start time. Oh, that seems horrible. I would... You know, in spirit of manifesting things, I'd love to GM a live show. I love performing. And I think that there'd be some great energy there, but every time I've tried, it's completely fallen through. We're getting there with the resources. Anyway, I'm going to pause the YouTube recording and swap over to the wellness break stream because I'm going to go and grab a snack. Unpause that recording. And continue. Do some last planet scanning. Okay, this is the Eagle Nebula, I think it was. Regus is the only planet here with rich resources. This is pretty Tito, you and I know. Cold and distant. Hey, it's me! It's the Tism. Gregus is currently 65% rock by mass and 35% frozen methane and nitrogen ices. In the planet's summer years, these percentages change as the sun heats its ice and it evaporates into a thin atmosphere. Its calcium-heavy crust has been scouted by countless coreless surveying teams, most of whom came back empty-handed. Orbital distance 10.0 AU, orbital period 31.7 Earth years, radius 5,240 kilometers, day length 69, nice, 0.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure trace, surface temperature negative 170 Celsius, surface gravity 0.7 G. Oh, there it is.
Probe away. Probe away.
I guess the thing is, if I do all the planet scanning on the rich planets, then I should get enough resources as I go through the game that I can just get upgrades as and when I need them. So once I'm done here, I'll go to the local cluster obviously, and we'll do the tee-hee moment. But I'll just start doing missions and buy upgrades. Or buy upgrades and then do missions, I should say.
Probe launched.
Because it's not like I can't go back through the game and scan other planets. These are just the ones that have the most resources.
Probe launched. Probe away.
And it's also just it's also just about balancing time investment. Like, I could scan every planet and probably be in a much better position with regards to resources right now, but also that would be tediously dull for me, and I'd get more YouTube dislikes.
Probe away.
Again, that's what I'm choosing to assume that situation is about. Who the fuck actually knows? Because no one tells me anything. I only make the content.
Launching probe.
Hey, while I'm here, give me more probes, thank you. Quotis, a hydrogen-helium gas giant. Quotis is used by countless spaceships to discharge their drive cores after coming into the system. Commercial vessels restock on their supplies of helium-3 from one of its many orbital platforms. Travel advisory. Piracy at helium-3 refueling stations is common in the EMEA system. Visitors are encouraged to use the escorts provided by the Corliss security fleet to and from the system's mass relay. To prevent escort fraud, always ask for identification from the escort ships and compare them to those found on the Corliss security fleet's extranet sites. Orbital distance 5.0 AU. Orbital period 11.2 Earth years. Radius 48,918 kilometers. Day length 13.3 Earth hours. Oh heck it, I'm going to scan Quotis.
Probe launched.
It's not such a problem when it's in the system with the fuel depot, because I can just refill probes before I leave. I don't have to, you know, fly back and ruin my day.
Launching probe. Launching probe.
Please. Please, just give me one good... I'll take 2 mediocre spikes.
Launching probe.
Speaking of Sprigatito, I don't... So obviously, the randomizer is always going to have Sprigatito in the left-hand ball. I'm always going to be starting the game with Sprigatito. I'm pretty sure it'll always start with the same moves as well. So that's, you know, fine. Twin Needle surprisingly useful against the first trainers in the game. I'm hoping that when I get back to it on Wednesday, it doesn't have Hustle, and possibly a better nature would be nice. For those who don't know why I was so like ticked off and that whole situation with the ability was the icing on the cake of disappointment that is my life. Hustle it's like a 50% increase to your Pokemon's physical attack, but it's a 20% decrease to accuracy across the board. Except I was using special moves on the Sprigatito. So it was doing nothing for me. Well, I guess Twin Needle was buffed slightly, but it was doing almost nothing for me
Launching
in
probe.
return for my accuracy being 20% less. So I'm just hoping it has a different ability.
Probe launched.
This planet has been on pause for a long time.
Probe away.
Just gonna do the loop of the asteroid belt. Make sure there's nothing in it. I didn't do it to the Sprigatito you and I know to Chiquitita because I just can't be bothered. Our salary, Covus Solarian for Fire Maiden, is a boiling hot dwarf planet close to the G-class star Emir. Too hot for lucrative exploitation. Is such a thing possible when OnlyFans exists? Except you exploit yourself. You only do sex work if it's consensual. Important to know. Its only satellites are defunct solar arrays destroyed by, or you should only. No. Only do it if it's consensual and what you want to do. There we are. Its only satellites are defunct solar arrays destroyed by pirates long ago. Orbital distance 0.6 AU, orbital period 0.5 Earth years, radius 2,622 kilometers, day length 33.4 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.86 Earth atmospheres, surface temperature 229 Celsius, surface gravity 0.1 G. I have been tempted recently to throw in the freelance work I'm doing. Well, to not scrap the freelance work, but like to stop streaming video games, to stop trying to do professional GMing stuff, and to just write smut for like OnlyFans on an OnlyFans account to see how all that would work. Because I've never actually written smut, so I don't know if it would work that well.
Launching probe.
Also, I'm very much one of those people who likes plot in their smut. And I know that's kind of not what... I'm assuming that's not what most people would be wanting on that kind of platform. It'll be interesting. Hey, it'll be something to do. I haven't written creatively in over like 3 months at this point, and I miss it. Because I've been trying to build that stable portfolio of zines and products to sell for passive income.
Probe launched.
And somewhat amusingly, the short story I'm doing at the minute has no scope for smut, really. I mean, it does, but one, that's not the idea behind it, and two, the main character is asexual. I haven't decided if sex repulsed or not, or he hasn't decided, or he hasn't, you know, made it known if his sex repulsed or not, because lest we forget, I ride by the seat of my pants and don't plan these things. But it's just not that kind of story.
Probe launched. Launching probe.
I don't know why I'm scanning these planets. Probing these planets, sorry. But hey, I may as well, right? A garbage scow with a climate was how one Citadel council member described Corliss at the turn of the century, and ever since then the Corliss Tourist Bureau has been attempting to rebrand their planet. It hasn't worked, though they have tried calling it the recycling centre of the galaxy. Corruption scandals and a staggering murder rate ensure that Corliss's image is permanently stained. Corliss's biggest business is the recycling of decommissioned or junked spacecraft into their component parts. While the invention of Omnigel has made this process significantly cleaner, it is still a dirty business that chokes Corliss's sky with smog and fills its ports with megatons of scrap. A shady hospitality industry and a scavenger underclass round out the spectacle of urban decay. Travel advisory. Corliss ranks second in murder per capita in the Terminus systems and first in off-worlder murder. Civilian traffic is encouraged to employ security professionals when visiting. Population. 3.8 billion estimated. Colony founded. Wait. Pretty sure Mass Effect 1 used BC and AD. Colony founded 1781 Common Era. Capital Choco disputed. Orbital distance 1.3 AU, orbital period 1.5 Earth years, radius 6,850 kilometers, day length 28.9 Earth hours, atmospheric pressure 1.5 Earth atmospheres, Surface temperature 28 Celsius. Surface gravity 1.3 G. What I really like about this, actually, to be fair, when did this game come out? 2010. Relatively forward in terms of using CE. I think it kind of started being a thing slightly later than 2010. But I do like the fact that, yes, we're taking out all of the Christian-centric calendar stuff by using CE and BCE. But it still uses the supposed birth of Christ as the reference point. To Strabo! Become roommates with this planet in Stardew? Oh, Krobus. We love thee so. One of the best things about the Stardew Valley diverse Stardew Valley mod is that it gives Krobus a scarf. That's it. All of the others, you know, they have multiracial ethnicity options. Have different racial or ethnicity options. Krobus just gets a scarf. Because he's perfect as he is. Chartered by a Solarian mining expedition that went off course due to computer error, Antigor is a hydrogen and helium gas giant with 11 known moons and dusty rings. Chat, if your rings are dusty, clean them. Orbital distance 4.0 AU, and I'm going to leave that statement as is. I'm not going to qualify it any further. Just take it as is. Orbital period 8.0 Earth years, radius 24,193 kilometers, day length 11.2 Earth hours. Well, it's the only one here, so I may as well.
Probe launched.
Really? A moderate planet? And it's doing me like this? The last thing that did me this badly was the camera in Conker's Bad Fur Day. Beehive. Good. God, that was awful. Did get a funny joke out of it though. Clip on Twitch. It's not all bad, I guess. For some reason, the controller isn't vibrating for this planet. Oh, that'd be why. Okay, I'll see if I can find the spare batteries, because obviously I can't play if the controller turns off. I want to turn the controller off. Thank you. I think they're downstairs, so I will just go and fetch them really quickly. Where did my webcam thing go? Webcam group. Pride is in entirely the wrong place. There we go. Enjoy. I have returned. Oh, I forgot to pause the YouTube recording. Sorry, YouTube. It's hot, I'm tired, my blood sugar is low, and I've done a lot of work this week. I'm gonna make mistakes, I do apologise. And hey, if you're disliking the video for that, I respect that, but please tell me. Did I put these batteries in the wrong way around? Huh. I might have to end the stream because I think these batteries are also dead. And clearly I cannot play the game with dead batteries. Which is also going to be difficult because I can't save the game. Yep. Okay. Those batteries are dead as well. I don't know if we have any other double A's lying around. That's mildly annoying. However, it's a solid 2 hours in the books, so YouTube, sorry for... Oh, hang on. Can I fix this? Where is the Pro Controller cable? I might be able to fix this. Can I charge this from my computer? No, because I plugged it into my computer to try and charge it, but it's now just working on the computer rather than the console, which is kind of what I expected to happen. Can finally officially be present. Unfortunately, Stevodeus, I'm having to wrap up because I don't have any batteries for my controller. I somewhat foolishly assumed that the batteries in the charger were full because I swapped the batteries around. I plug it into charge. And I don't know off the top of my head if we have any other double A's. And where we keep the batteries, it'll take me longer to get to than I'd like. So I think I'm going to have to end the stream due to battery shortage, which is mildly annoying. But thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate the support. YouTube, as ever, as always, please do let me know what you thought in the comments section below. I will try to have the batteries charged fresh for the next stream. Share the content with anyone you think might like it. As ever, follow Twitch, Moonbeam, all of that good stuff. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Obviously, if you can subscribe to me on Twitch and Moonbeam, that's great. I really appreciate that. There's a link to my Throne gift list, wish list in the YouTube video description and my Ko-Fi page. If you can chip anything into my Ko-Fi account or any of the crowdfunding things on my Throne wish list, that's really appreciated. But you don't have to. I will continue to make potato tier content for as long as I can be bothered to. I do, at some point, want to make a third favourite streamer t-shirt as well. I just haven't decided on the design yet. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate the support. Pay your pets, them good pets, because they're all good pets, even if they are criminals. And as ever and as always, please do stay safe. Please do stay healthy. Please do stay wholesome. Much love to you all out there in YouTube land. Goodbye.